Hey, yeah, thank you. Does this game let you modify the appearance of your equipment like Neo? Yes, it's just not as simple, not as detailed. In my opinion. So like I can change presets and you can have like an appearance set. Basically just equip the look that you want on your character. And then swap accordingly. Let's call this Shark Zoo. Because why not? There you go. So yeah, I could completely change the look. So if I don't like this, I can just, like here, I'll just show you. So here, I'll put that on. Cyclic armor. I don't know if I want cyclic. I have the cyclic trousers on. Cyclic sabatons. That does look kind of cool, not gonna lie. And then if I really wanted to, I could have the entirety of the cyclic stuff. And then right, I got full cyclic for that. And then for Lance, let's see which one I want. Just keep High Wind on. Heroes bracers. Do I have hero? Yeah, I got more hero here. It's alright. Do I want the hero's mask on though? Probably not. Alright. And then what I could do then I'll just call this appearance or something. And then check this out. I can equip my preset back. Alright, so remember how the old thing looked?
Alright, time for a change. Time for a change.
Here, wait, what the hell?
This is the one. Time for a change.
And then if I want to enable the helmet look, all I have to do, display headgear.
This is the one.
And voila!
Time for a
He looks
change.
demonic. Yeah, no, doesn't he?
All right.
Oh, that's 10 bosses. I'm not ready for that. I can't hold anymore? Well, shit. Hmm. Okay, so what do I have on here? So I just need Odin and higher percentage. They're just higher percentages for Odin. Okay. Then in that case, I don't actually want these. I think for this, I need stuff like Shiva. I'm not sure. I think Shiva's intellect, isn't it? So if this doesn't have the appropriate setting, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Fenrir. Oh my god. 990 Fenrir? Yes. That is insane. I can pass on Sylph. So right now I just need to find another Fenrir with a high percentage and I should be good. Now for this, I suspect I need... I don't think I need Shiva. Not sure about the helmet. Sylph, no. Titan, probably. Ramu, no. I'm not sure for that. Katana. No to Alexander. No to Carbuncle. I think no for even Leviathan. What's my existing katana? Odin. It's already Odin. I just need... Oh, but this katana is already pretty high percentage as it is. So I'm not that concerned. Titan. Percents are high. Titan, I think stamina will help. Fell cleave? Sylph, I'm not sure. I don't think Titan for gun will work. Yeah, if you can get it on the Steam Summer Sale, that's awesome. Hope you can get it for like dirt cheap.
Time for a change.
You know, I am so gonna YOLO this. I'm gonna defeat 10 bosses. Okay, 10. Yeah, this is certainly one of those action RPGs with a ton. This is such an action game with those RPG elements. Like, it's off the charts. Alright.
Let's have some fun. Come on, go watch yourself. Give up on me. Leon, hold on. Be still.
Okay. Oh shit!
Be still. Time for a change.
Alright, who's the real Chaos?
Now we're talking.
Okay, that's boss one. I actually need to be careful here. I like wipe. Whirling vortex. This is hilariously cheap. Well, so far so good. Well, Whirling Vortex is hilarious. Oh shit, who is the Death Machine? Son of a bitch. Are the enemies random? Yes. Yeah, I don't know which bosses they're gonna be. They're random. Warrior of Light. Omega, are you fucking kidding me? Jeez. Alright, I got Transcendent to worry about. Transcendent takes out so much of my break gauge. So much Lightbringer, even with just the attack. How bad? Not too bad. Yet. Yeah, I got Phoenix down back, which is good. I think I got my resources back too. She's pretty straightforward for me. Okay, Dragon Zombie done. You haven't fought Dragon Zombie in a long time? Yeah, same. Hey, one more. Oh, of course. shit, one hit? Soul shielded that dude. Shit, all buff's gone. Fuck. Damn it, bro. Damn it. Dude, he deflected that shit. Whew.
That was rough.
I can learn from this.
Kinda was, dude. But some of the most difficult bosses in that gauntlet.
Okay.
Yeah, how many? Some weren't too bad. First boss was just... Yeah, that boss is intense. This boss is stressful. Not an easy fight. Ooh, during Lightbringer break damage? That. I already have a break damage thing, right? During Lightbringer, break damage dealt. Yeah, I already got a better one. Okay. During Lightbringer, break damage dealt. Could have higher percentages. Ooh, I could even swap to 50%. Alright, cool. Oof. Leave that intact. Ooh, I could even transfer onto these. 270 is as high as it gets, right? Probably a moderate increase. Oh yeah, I could totally upgrade. So I could transfer onto this, get some extra percents. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. See if I can filter by Odin again. 190 is the highest percent. That is pitifully weak.
This is the
She has that equipped. I think I got it activated.
all right.
Oh, so close for summoner. I need 2 more levels. 2 more levels for this. Alden coming in strong. Yeah, I want to get that to 400%. For sure. I want to get that to 400, and then I can dispense with so much. I can dispense with a lot. Berserker, I can keep at this percentage, that's fine. Void Knight, capping that was helpful. We have 400% on gear. I think I want to get this to around 250%. Wait, then I need 350% from gear. Because yeah, the 600 is only the most important. I don't really need anything after that. What are some other things I might want? I already maxed affinity, right? Chaos, monster encounter rate, already done with that. Defeat lots of enemies. Yeah, that's surprise. Anyway. Oh, Iron give me intellect. Let's see. During Lightbringer, damage dealt. Ooh. What are the other options? Any of these interest me? No. Recovery modifier, ether items, magic damage. No. Social break cost. None of this really appeals to me. Marauder and Knight. I suppose Knight 400%. I suppose that's nice. Jeez, that is too far away. And the other stats, take less damage, do more stuff to chaos monsters. Yeah, no, not really a big deal. Lancer, Dragoon, Hunter, those are all nice. Critical damage dealt, kind of nice. Affinity, not really. Strength, and then those jobs. Strength is the nice thing, but that'll be that impactful. Stamina, nice. Guard break depletion. Taken from bosses. No, none of this is that big. Ronin and Samurai is quite nice. The agility is also nice. Rest is whatever. I think, yeah, I definitely would go with this. During Lightbringer damage dealt, yeah, I use Lightbringer a lot. Heck, wouldn't I use that then? Okay. So then, I guess next is just grind. Grind Summoner to 400%. To kill lots of enemies. Kill lots of enemies. Yeah, I do also have Social MP Recovery. It's pretty sick. Okay, so let's just kill tons of enemies. Enemy-based ones? Okay. Guess defeat bosses? No. Just defeat lots of enemies. I guess defeat bosses. Yeah, alright, fine. Bosses it is.
Okay.
I want a ton. Here we go. Okay, so you lots of bosses. So bosses and lots of enemies. Okay.
Let's have some fun.
We'll take care of the rear.
Hold on. Give up on me, Ash. This one's got some teeth.
Okay, good. Get out. Even summon his clones. Yeah, I know, not a single phantom summon. I got lucky. Gotcha. Whirling vortex, this is hilarious. Oh boy. Death machine? Bitch. That machine is so stressful. Whew. Yeah, I got another Phoenix down, that's good. Oh, who is this? Warrior of Light? Gilgamesh? Okay. At least I'm destroying them quickly, just as much as they could destroy me if I wasn't on point. My build is really carrying me here, but I will tell you, like, Gilgamesh on DLC 3 difficulty is just crazy. Chaos Kraken, really? Good. If an enemy's taking out a lot of my Lightbringer bar, you know he's crazy. Oh shit! Like that. Good lord. Oh my god, why? Oh, one hit took me out. You are so stressful. Oh my god, I did not pull any punches. Whew.
I shall own up to my mistake.
Whew. I didn't let him get anything too crazy off.
It's done. Your reign is over.
Oh, this'll be cake. I'm like not remotely worried.
Kill them all.
Yeah, easy peasy. Okie dokie.
That was rough.
Focus on how we can do better next time.
All right.
Okay.
A Knight's Gambit? Oh, that could be fun to put on a different slot. I might like that. Fenrir on this? No. I don't think Odin will work. I think that needs agility. Ooh, wow, 9? 9 rank? Okay. 9 rank once again, yes. Odin staff? Might work. Greatsword Titan, pass. Oh wait, maybe I should have kept it. Oh well. Not sure. More things to storage. All of this. Okay. Beat all enemies, so that's about like 90. Yeah, I'll do that. Also going over here. Defeat a boss. Okay, just doing what I'm doing, I guess. What about this? Oh, defeat bosses, open treasure chest. No, that's not a defeat. Okay, more things to kill. Lesser foes rewards? I think it just means lesser rewards. Pretty sure I have to fight 90 enemies.
Let's loot this place clean.
You watch your back. Show me what like that. Let's learn a couple things. See something like this here.
Hurry up, try it on.
Give up on me, Ash. This one's got some teeth.
We've had worse than this.
Time to go.
More of them?
Just take him down.
Stay on your toes.
Good job.
Have a look at this.
I'll take that.
Move aside.
Good.
Reinforcements.
nice to only have to buff up like once in a while. Okie dokie.
Reinforcements.
Damn. Piercing low, doing good work.
More fodder to kill.
Kinda neat. For real?
More fodder to kill.
Okay. I will keep spamming. What?
Reinforcements. More fodder to kill.
Okay, good.
Reinforcements.
He's like,
Found your weakness.
oh, let me parry you. That was mean. Okay, now you're gone. Nice. Lots and lots of points. Oh, let's start the grind. Oh. Ooh, I'm even more Berserker affinity. Very nice. Okay. Really? Just thief gloves? No, not interested. Nope. Not too much, King Cobra. How are you? Living day by day, man? I could be wrong. Sounds like you're having some... Life ain't hasn't been the best to you. I wouldn't know, though. Just a guess. Recent Berserker. Yes, I'm playing Lance instead of Katana. Lance is a lot of fun. I was playing Fist some other time, but I don't have the loot to make it powerful. So I'm just being patient. Oh, I can get Paladin at 375. That'll be good. Question is, can I do it? Beat a boss? Beat all bosses? Oh, what are my choices? Obviously, beat multiple bosses. So this should be 5. Five bosses?
Didn't hurt to take a look.
Watch yourselves. Time for a change.
May you never awaken. Servitude suits you well.
Dragoon class that teleported to? Yeah, I was using Dragoon for a while.
I shall own up to my mistake. On your knees. Fade from existence. Savor the flames of hell. Beg and I make. Stand and fall.
The hell kind of buff spam? Yeah, I've boosted my build a lot, so it's doing well for the lower 200 floors. But I don't know how it will do for others. Alright, who's boss 2? Warrior of Light? Helmet? I mean that? It's not even as crazy as some other players I've seen. Dragon zombie? Isn't there a Dragon Zombie Ninja Gaiden? Yeah, there is. It's just... There is. You heard the name and got a flashback? Yeah, I remember that dragon boss was very frustrating. I'm convinced you are one with the weapon and input muscle memory doesn't exist anymore. Maybe. Here we have Hammond's Hope Advent. Get out. Get out of here. You ain't doing shit.
Die, die, die! Time for a challenge. Whatever doesn't kill you. We need to patch ourselves up. Okay.
Ooh. Okay, great. Lots and lots of enemies. Okay. Summoner still a whiles away. Paladin's pretty close, so I can level that up. Probably can get the parry. I can probably get some more quests completed.
Couldn't hurt to take a look.
Who wants you back?
Are there leaderboards? There are. Some people have hacked them though.
That looks worth picking up. I'll
It
take
kind of like doesn't matter as much anymore. They can't really tell who's been legit.
before you strike. Through down. You'll see something like this in This one's mine. There's more? I'm always up for a challenge.
Oh, no, you did not.
Reinforcements.
What would be my recommended way to progress through all the DLCs? Since all of them are endgame? I would complete the story stuff in order. Do the story. Okay, so do all the story with DLC 1. The DLC 2, progress normally. Do the story, which basically requires you to get to the Rift. Rift like 20, 21, and stuff like that. Then I would recommend you get to Greater Rift like 30 at least. Or sorry, Greater Rift. Or just get to like the Rift like 30. If you ever want to go higher to like 40, that's even better. And then once you get to that, once you can handle that, then I would recommend you go for DLC 3. And once you beat DLC 3, go as crazy as you want when it comes to the Rift.
fodder to kill.
Okay, 15 left.
How's your weakness? Reinforcements. More fodder to kill.
Really? Would you consider smithing worth it in this game? The drop rate is so high it doesn't feel necessary to me. That's what I thought too at first. But you can craft amazing, like, absolutely ridiculous gear in there. You do get a lot of gear, but you can craft like perfect gear with the smithy. So I'm getting a shit ton of loot, but I'm gonna just auto dismantle it, which is really nice. But I've been learning just how much more you can perfect your gear. So like my build is basically based on like kicking ass during Lightbringer as much as possible and being invulnerable during that. So it helps for me to get all sorts of Lightbringer related stats. God damn it, a Leviathan badge. Like, look at stuff like this. I'll show you my accessory. Nice, I guess. Ooh, a Divine Commander. That's good. I think 180 is. Oh, yeah. Let's keep that. Any of these? No. No. Any of these? I'm not sure. No. Alright, so for example, let me show you my accessory. Using the smithy, I've put on 3 different summon blessings. Normally you can only use 1 at a time, but then the game basically can allow you to use like 5 or 6. It gets crazy. So I put that all on this one piece of equipment. Here with the smithy, I've specifically put in a few things like break damage dealt, even more break damage, stuff like that. Or what is this? I should probably change this, all things considered. But it's like I'm putting in all sorts of wild stats to just make myself even more powerful. All sorts of specific affinities. So I'm like fine-tuning everything to have very specific affinities. So smithing is 100% worth it. If anything in this game, I would basically advise players to really start making a build when they get to the end game. The best way to put it is you're basically dealing with the depths, except crazier. Hey, Gurshan, you doing good, I hope?
Okay.
No, give me something good, you dodo. Katana? Anything cool for katana? No. That sucks. Flash for fists. Yeah, so build stuff can get absolutely intense. So yeah, just build all the things. Let's see. Right, I can complete 2 quests. Wait, 2 quests in good shape. None of these are being completed anytime soon. Defeat a boss? That means I have to defeat 3 bosses to complete a quest. Wait, what's this one? Defeat an enemy with a soul burst? Okay, I can do that one. That'll be 1 quest done. Okay, that's 2 quests. That's probably 3 quests. That's 4, 5 quests. Yeah, okay. So just kill a bunch of enemies, it should be good. I was gonna use fists, but my setup is not nearly powerful enough. Probably 30. Yeah, my fist stuff is just a little too weak. My lance is intensely powerful. So I'm just using my lance.
Could be something good in it. Come on, but watch yourself. This looks good. reinforcements. Desperate. Found your weakness.
Lance always felt kind of cracked in Stranger of Paradise. It's fun, so is Katana.
More fodder to kill. More fodder to kill.
How good is this game compared to Neo? I played it with a buddy before. I got way into and I thought it was kind of mid. Oh, you got way into Neo and thought it was kind of mid? Is it visiting that I played more Team Ninja? I would say so. You can get this on sale though. I would do that. I wouldn't pay full price for it. But here, you can kind of be the judge of the combat here and see if you enjoy it. In contrast to other Team Ninja games, this game is just like pure power trip fantasy. If you want to, especially for the end game. Played this game, but I didn't like it that much, but then played Neo and really liked it. I might like it more after understanding Neo. Having that experience with Neo really helped me. So I think it's possible. You'll notice similarities between this game and Neo. It has that Team Ninja flavor. Oh shit! Spamming Lightbringer? It was just a guy spamming Lightbringer? You mean like... You mean like, this?
Continue.
Mine's not even crazy compared to other people. Neo's just so good. I have not played anything that a combat as good. What do you... So I can kind of give you some things that I think this game does better than Neo. I think a lot of the other games that came out after Neo, there was something that they would do that would really, in my opinion, eclipse what Neo had. So like Wolong, for example, has some really cool things. Rise of the Ronin has some fantastic things. Even this game has some things that just like are so nuts. Like it's very difficult for me to want to go back to Neo for that. Neo has like a nice synergy of lots of different things. This game's build stuff is even more crazy than in Neo. Like your builds can just be absolutely crazy. If you like the depths, if you like the endgame stuff, this pushes it to an absolute limit. Like, I think they're kind of crazy at some level, but hey, fun for them, I guess. I will say this game, if you can get it on sale, do so. And it's probably pretty fun with friends. Monster Crush efficiency, great. Alright, Breaker. Breaker's getting pretty high. You still like Neo better? Alright, fair. Were you able to like tap into like some of the crazy stuff with Rise of the Ronin and Wolong, for example? They're so great. You like Neo better? Fair. Many people from my channel tend to like Neo the most, which is fine. Defeat all bosses. Oh, I don't even really need to. I don't even want to fight that many bosses. What, 60 or 75? Yeah, this game has dedicated cancels. It's built in. So it's certainly better. For me, when I played Wolong's Endgame, I actually didn't care too much for it. To be perfectly honest. That's so cheap what I'm doing. I feel that Wolong and Rise are really based around pairing, while Neo has a more base mixed defensive option. Oh, I see. Yeah, the crux of Rise of the Ronin very much is like understanding how to counter spark. The critical element of the game, just like in Wolong, you do have to deflect. In Wolong, you're pretty much advised to like deflect everything. In Ronin, you don't have to counter spark everything. But it's obviously really cool when you do. That's fair. In Ronin, dodging depends on the weapon. It's not necessarily as big. Like, there are some things that use it, but like kind of staying in your enemy's face and constantly dueling them, like samurai style basically, Ronin style, is kind of what it's going for. So I found it to be appropriate. And I actually preferred that over Neo, all things considered. Because if there's one thing I really wanted to have fun with in Neo that I just never really had fun with, it's like human boss fighting. Honestly, like, let me put it this way. This is structured very similarly to the depth, but I enjoy this more than the depths. It's the only reason I'm playing it. This is arguably crazier than the depths. At least for me. What Neo 2 does really, really well, in my opinion, compared to all the other games, is like all the yokai stuff. For sure, I love all the yokai stuff. All the yokai abilities, all that stuff is so fun. You don't really play Team Ninja for the bosses though? Oh. Oh, that's gonna change things then. So even in Neo, you didn't play it for like the bosses and whatnot. Like you didn't care for those. Is that? Am I understanding that correctly? You're like B grade in a genre with a lot of A students, but the weapons in Team Ninja and the flow of the combat feels always top tier. In your opinion, what may I see? So you're playing it more for just like what we can do offensively as opposed to engage in boss stuff? Okay. So what would you say does a great job with bosses or makes boss fights enjoyable?
How's your weakness? More fodder to kill. More fodder to kill.
Really deep moveset, spectacle, unique designs. Can you give an example of a game that you felt did that well? Kazan? No, I haven't played that.
Getting desperate.
Cut off a little too much there.
Win is a win.
Did you say that game did it? No, it's fine. Like, look, you can dock the game. I don't give a shit. I'm not like personally offended if someone doesn't like Neo or thinks another game's better. Like, whatever. If I ever get bothered, it's usually by people like being dismissive of something without even giving it a fair chance. But if you've played Neo 2 through and through and you're like, I've actually decided, you know, I've decided after giving all these games a fair shot and seeing what's possible for me, certain games are more preferable than others, fine. That's totally fair. Like for me, I prefer Rise of the Ronin's weapon play over Neo 2's, to be perfectly honest. Like, after fighting human bosses in Neo 2 and then I play Ronin, I'm like, yeah, I'd much rather play Ronin. I'm like, yep, if only Neo 2 had the weapon quality that Rise of the Ronin does, I'm like, that'd be amazing. That'd be so hype. But sadly, that is not the case.
Okay.
Tell me more about the weapons. They didn't really wow me.
Let's go.
Have you seen have you seen some of my gameplay, or have you seen Last to Load? I think if you see that, if you see some of that gameplay, I think that might show you. That'll show you what I'm talking about.
Have a look at this.
Nice.
I'll just put it this way: you can use Odachi faster than Saito Toshimitsu. That's pretty fun. That's a simple way for me to put it.
Reinforcements.
We've got a hard road ahead of us. Here they come.
Do what I've got to do.
You didn't really understand the input side? There's a lot of complexity to the game. There's a lot of defensive complexity to the game. Like, most people just think, oh, I just parry and that's it. It's like, no, there's more. Like, you can do that. You can just be like, alright, I'm gonna play the game like Sekiro. You can absolutely do that. But there is so much more to it. It's
More fodder to kill.
like Neo got me to think about why I would use different moves. Right, so at first, what can happen is players may not understand, unlike myself. I was just like, alright, some of these moves, I don't know why I would use them. Like, cool, they have movement, but... or one thing I remember reading is hearing some people say like, oh, all they do is damage just in slightly different ways. There's no meaningful difference between them. Oh, and I was very wrong. Very, very wrong. Like, for example, like, one of the core mechanics people, like, did not understand when they would play the game, like, I think early on, would be not understanding the panic mechanic. That's fun to say, panic mechanic. So, when you inflict panic on enemies, many of your abilities feel so much more powerful. So, for example, in Neo 2, you've got for the sword, you have Tiger Sprint, right? You got Quick Draw. You got Night Rain for the sword. All things considered, most people were kind of like, and myself included, like, you know, Tiger Sprint's cool, but like, I really have to go out of my way to like find an application for it. Like, I might as well just dodge, just do like Quick Draw cancels. Right? And Tiger Sprint was just basically like, yeah, it's cool, you're able to use it, but practically it was difficult to make good use of it. Or very, very niche. Right? Yeah, in Rise of the Ronin, they also have Tiger Sprint, but on an enemy with panic, you will knock them down. You can and once they're panicked, you hit them with Tiger Sprint, you knock them down. So that changes the ability altogether. Panic allows you to like destroy enemies a lot, knock them down, EC them, or you know, stun them or whatever. You get hyper armor doing all of your martial skills, all of them, I think. So stuff like that. When it comes to other things in Ronin, it's a little hard for me to describe, like off the top of my head. But I will say I'm glad that I like didn't discount Ronin. Yeah, the different styles, like all of them are good. I don't think there's like a single bad one. And they're all balanced pretty well too. There's a ton of combo variety in the game. It's just really difficult for me to describe. Oh, you're alive? Alright, you get spin.
A little too much there.
Win is a win.
Yeah, every weapon feels good. Every weapon has a certain like power to it. Each of the moves, they can be used to like knock targets down in specific ways. There's some of these moves have iframes during it. There are tons of grabs. You can use grabs to interrupt enemies when they're starting to chain stuff. Yeah, you get like your own command grabs. There's a lot of like riposte types abilities. Are there good guides out for the weapons? Because when I looked, the game came out, I couldn't find it at the time. One YouTube channel you can take, I think, probably does the most so far. You can look at last to load. Here, I'll type it out. Watch his stuff for Rise of the Ronin. Phoenix badge, Dodo. Charge time reduction, magic sigil. That's if I want to go Sage. That could be pretty fun. Ooh, check out this move. This is fun. Rogetsu. Yeah, watch this stuff for Rise of the Ronin. You can see what he does. Oh, this move is so good. They have an equivalent of this in Rise of the Ronin for dual swords. I always thought that was kind of neat. Rise of the Ronin absolutely has key management. Absolutely. It's a fundamental aspect of the game. If that's something that appeals to you, you can check it out. All things considered, when it comes to Rise of the Ronin, like, the weapon guides, I don't even think they're that necessary. Because I think with a little experimentation, people can kind of figure it out. But what I think people do not understand is the fundamental combat loop. Once you understand the fundamental combat loop, I'm pretty sure people can figure it out. I don't think people are going to ask, like, oh, how do I make use of this move on this combat style? It's like, well, have you tried it with Panic? Like, have you tried it against a panicked enemy? And then you're like, oh, this is what it does when it's panicked. This is what I should use it at this type of moment so I can set up these combos. Okay. Some of the criticisms I've seen with Rise of the Ronin are just like, oh my gosh, when do I get my turn? I'm like, wait, what? Like, do you not understand how to play the game? Plenty of, like, game's very clear about that. It'll specifically tell you, like, hey, when you panic an enemy, you can kick their ass. You can stagger them like a bajillion times. The game will also be like, make sure you use Blade Flash so you can keep your key up. Make sure you hit the enemy a lot, get blood on your weapon, and then... Oh shit, I'm not doing a rank mount. I think I'll do one more. One more and be done.
Take it from here, Neon.
So yeah. I think once people understand the fundamentals of the game, I think experimentation just can get off the charts. Like, I can already see, like, yep, I could go down this avenue. I could go down that avenue.
Ash, show me what you got.
See ya. See ya. Oh, you aren't leaving.
That looks worth picking up.
Lucky.
Cute. Ah, yes. Knock everybody down. No, you do not get to frenzied scratch me. Goodbye. You think counter-sparking is just too good though? Like in Neo you had parries, blocks, dash and jumping moves and they're all good but for different reasons at different times. Rise of the Ronin has that. Counter-spark is definitely like good, but did you ever beat Rise of the Ronin by chance? You ever fight some of the crazy bosses where it's just like maddeningly insane to try to counter-spark their moves? Have you done the fierce battles? Oh my god. If you have and you're still saying that, then fair.
Reinforcements.
Okay, yeah, okay. Early dojo is not that difficult. Compared to fierce battles. When I'm saying fierce battles, I'm like, they are fucking insane.
More fodder to kill.
Like, I really, like, it straight up challenged me. And there's still some enemies I cannot handle. A lot of the things, on Twilight difficulty, like, I'm guessing you just played it on Twilight difficulty. I could be wrong. The Master Swordsman guy?
Reinforcements.
Oh, you're talking about... It was in a dojo, right? It's like a dojo mission or something. Dojo is not a good representation of Midnight. Like, it's basically like, from my experience, it's like as if enemies deal half damage and have half life. Hey, Farseer. Like, learning the timings of Counterspark is great. And, like, you can of course win the game that way. But I think what I would encourage you to take a look at Last to Load's video for Rise of the Ronin, his most recent one, about like 1,000 hours. And then if you think if you're not interested in Ronin and whatever, then you can just skip it. Farseer, there are no Gakis here. There's a goblin. You can always block. But you don't have to counter-spec everything. You can always block, you can always dodge. That was always a big thing. There are a lot of jumping moves too. Everything that you're talking about and that Neo has, Ronin has them all.
That's
All of them. Arguably, some are even better. Like, yeah, some are even better. There's a lot of like moves that incorporate dodging elements to them. There's a lot of moves that incorporate like defensive block elements to them when you're attacking. So it's like, you know how in Neo 2 you had moves like Cuckoo's Call, right? Cuckoo's Call for the Odachi, where you had a lot of those like block parry type things, or I don't know what you call them, but they had a lot of those moves. Rise of the Ronin has a shit ton of really cool ones. Yeah, but then you're missing out on key damage and panic state. They're not mutually exclusive. Have you seen like double counter spark, for example? That's a huge thing. Oh. That's so far away. I need like 200 enemies. Okay.
Okay.
You can like counter sparking is helpful, but you don't like counter sparking certain attacks is very valuable. Counter sparking every attack can be stressful. The most important attacks to counter spark are the martial skills and the final attack in a big attack chain. Like those are the most important ones to deal with. Having to counter spark everything is not as important, and there are a lot of other abilities which take advantage of that. So I don't necessarily need to counter spark everything. It's nice, but like I've gone beyond just like counter sparking people. I'm just like, well, I can do that, but it's gonna get boring really fast.
Could be something.
Here, Farsia, this is how Lance is going.
To go exploring.
Oh shit.
For it now.
Yeah, Whirling Vortex still blending. I do like Enhanced Guard more in this game, but I think for me, I'm comfortable with Ronin. I feel like it's appropriate. Is there a situation in which landing a counterspark if you can hit it is not the best option? Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like, counterspark can be overkill for the defensive department. There's many attacks in which just like the return on counterspark is just like not really that much. Like you already have enough ki, and you can usually sequence other moves that take advantage of like blocking an attack and then counterattacking like right after. Oh yeah, plenty. There's plenty of moves that take advantage of that, where it's just like you time their blocking ability and then you counterattack and stagger them right away. I can think of Spear that does that pretty effectively. Dual Swords has a move like that. Odachi does, Sword does as well. There's many options for that. Damn it, give me a good batch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like it's Rise of the Ronin's combat is so. I think when I like comparing it to Neo, for example, a lot of Neo things are a little bit more obvious because the yokai abilities are so distinct compared to like melee combat. They're so distinct. Like it's very obvious there's a big difference. But in Ronin, when it's just like it looks like a lot of blocking and parrying and slashing, and so it's just like really, it's very narrow in terms of the focus. And then people can sometimes try to make direct comparisons to Neo, and like they just there's a lot that just gets lost in it after a while. So it's a little difficult to understand. It was even difficult for me, to be perfectly honest. The cross spinning slash. Sure, I'll buy it. So it took. I needed to adapt. No, don't do this. Stop doing this. Just. Ah, but why? Why am I doing this? Okay, I'll take a Fenrir. Why not? At least I have a Fenrir badge. During Lightbringer, break damage dealt. I don't know if I'll need that though. I have Soul Shield and MP recovery. Just handy. Ah. I think I should probably stop. The grind continues. Kill lots of enemies. Kill some bosses, but I don't think that's that important. This during Lightbringer damage dealt, kill bosses. Okay, so I have to pick out like 20. Ah. Yeah, I need more mix up too. I played Greatsword a lot, but like I want something else. But I need to make it powerful. Oh yeah, Farseer. You can see the two looks I have. Whee! That's one. And then here's Jack with number 2. In case it wasn't clear.
All right.
want something else besides Rising Rocket. It's alright. Just kind of getting old. Backstab, if that's strength based, that might work. Dawn Hammer. I do like Piercing Blow. That thing's just so satisfying. Oh my god. No wonder it's so crazy. Increase attack speed. That's why it's so obscene. Oh my god. Earlier dodging? I mean, I guess that's nice. I need to understand when I can get away with stagger nearby enemies. I guess that's sort of useful. Magic damage dealt. Alright, I'm starting to like fizzle out. I'm gonna go. Which setting do I think a Stranger of Paradise sequel would be in? Maybe Final Fantasy 2, I don't know. Yeah, they could do it for any Final Fantasy. Based on Emperor existing, my guess is they might do it for like Final Fantasy 2. It'd be like the Emperor's story after he goes back in the portal when Jack kicks him out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care at this point. Just do something cool. It'll be fun. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do before I get going is for those of you who have not seen the 1000 Hours Rise of the Ronin video that I think it will just showcase. Yeah, Grinch, I need to get to bed. So here's that Rise of the Ronin video. If you haven't seen it already, that's from Last to Load. I think it does a fantastic example. I think it's a fantastic showcase of what's possible in the game. So you can see how things play out in there. So if the gameplay of Rise of the Ronin doesn't interest you after that, then feel free to skip the game. Like, don't even bother playing it. But yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm getting pretty sleepy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see everybody next time. Take care, and bye.